Today's Friday, May 3rd. Making today's math.
Understanding.
Understanding is that crystal clear picture drawn up in the mind from knowledge and wisdom. Peace to the gods and earth. Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
Fact Checker Rage is on hiatus right now, doing what he got to do. But we got Team Yanadameen up in this bitch right now. Okay. Motherfucking noise. We got my lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink. And we got my L. Life is good, Digga.
Yeah.
You got lemonade and a blunt, doing the Godcast with a queen.
Sauce in my bag, swag. Oh, I watched the Beyonce thing. I thought it was a new album. It's actually the making of Coachella. Yo.
But hold up. So was that like a
No.
Okay.
She spent like 8 months preparing for that one show. That shit's crazy. Yo, you got this. Let me tell y'all something. We can say what we want about Beyonce and Jay-Z and hate on however much money they got. The work ethic of that woman is something else. Like, that is some inspirational shit if I ever seen it. Like, she make motherfuckers feel bad. I'm like, damn, just when I thought, you know.
Were you disappointed that it was no new music though?
Well, I can't front. Like, I feel like I haven't really been connecting with this, like, older, mature, married Beyonce. I'm more of a dance anthem Beyonce. So,
like, what's some of your favorite? Freakum Dress?
No. Actually, I did not like that song. Actually.
That was a little weird song.
I didn't like Freakum Dress.
Like, I think she was going at what's the other girl that had the beat like that at the time?
Amerie.
Yeah.
Well, you know that was originally Amerie's producer. Like Beyonce, Swagger Jack, Amerie's.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Amerie had a falling out with the producer of that record because it was like he was.
Trying to do
selling her sound, you know, and then Beyonce, but all that Crazy in Love, Deja Vu, all of that was from Amerie's producer. Because a lot of people will argue that Amerie was like the next bitch, and to me, she was. I feel like she was a step ahead. Like to me, Kelis was a step ahead, but Rihanna kind of swagger jacked and got the accolades. I kind of feel like Beyonce did that with Amerie's sound. Now, this is, yes.
I mean, well, with the sound, but I don't feel that Amerie was a step ahead of her. Like, Beyonce was already Beyonce, yes.
I'm not talking
yes.
I'm not talking about stats and charts. Yes, she was already Destiny's Child, but when she branched out and did her solo thing, Amerie was over here patenting a sound. And Beyonce took that. Well, whether Beyonce took it or the producer sold it, however it happened, it became Beyonce's sound.
Now, I'm going to tell you what I saw. My quick observation of Amerie, very pretty girl. She had some good songs. But something about her, I feel like she didn't have that charisma,
the je ne sais quoi,
or that full confidence that you need, like that a Beyonce has. You see what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
And I think that's what stopped her. You know, another one that reminds me of her is like a Jhené Aiko.
Well, you know,
except she's a little more out there.
But see, getting swagger jack doesn't necessarily stop you. It just means you're a step ahead of the trend. Like what you're saying is, you know,
it wouldn't matter.
What stopped her? It wouldn't matter. Right.
It wasn't that.
Right. Now, like in the case of Kelis, like I feel like her being a step ahead, like she was like to me, from my recollection, like Kelis was the bitch with the blue hair and all of with the bob that Rihanna, became famous for.
She wasn't,
like, to me,
she was never as pretty and sexy as a Rihanna.
Okay, well, I'm not talking about pretty and sexy.
No matter of fact,
I'm not talking about pretty and sexy. I'm talking about trendy and stylistic.
But I'm telling you what makes you go even further. You could be trendy and stylistic, but Rihanna was trendy, stylistic, and sexy as fuck. That's what made her go over the top.
Rihanna was a little string bean.
But she's sexy little string bean. Like something about her, like.
I mean, I get it.
You know what I mean?
See, you're talking man stuff and what's blowing. You're talking about man stuff and what's blowing them up. I'm talking about being innovative and being the creator of something. Because if you want to apply that same logic to hip hop, how many times do we crucify motherfuckers for swagging, jacking rappers and blowing it up and say, hey, what happened to be original? Give credit to the original source. Like, that's the shit I'm talking about.
I hear you on that.
Yeah,
I hear you on that. But I'm just saying, there's always like
we know why motherfuckers blew up. I mean,
there's always
it's
always a family of reasons of why anything is anything.
I mean, and
so it's not going to be just because you sing good. Or,
Jay-Z taking you under your wing ain't a bad look. Of course, Rihanna was on her way. Of course, Beyonce was already 10 platinum in with Destiny's Child. Of course, she was on her way. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, we don't necessarily, pay attention enough to the things that these artists are. We think they're so larger than life that they're not biting from motherfuckers. And
I know for a fact that, a bunch of people swagger jacking all over the place.
Right.
Like this cross pollination, like that's almost. See, it depends how far you go with it because association brings on assimilation. If you're around something a lot, certain shit's just gonna rub off on you. Even on a subconscious level. You might not even be consciously trying to.
You ever notice like crews of like rap crews, like they all kind of like similar in style? Like it's just, it becomes one of those things.
When I first heard EPMD, I thought it was one nigga. like I couldn't really differentiate their voices at first. Then of course now you're like, how could you not hear the difference? But I'm telling you, when they first came out, it was hard to know when one started and one ended because they all had that same kind of cadence. You know what I mean? And
I ain't gonna front though. To see that documentary, like I understand why Beyonce is who she is and how she got there, because the work ethic of her, like salute to her, and the fact that she just has babies and gets right back to business for real. And check this slick shit out. That ain't nothing but behind the scenes at her Coachella show. She did a deal with Netflix for $60 million.
Right.
That being one of three. It's like everything. It's like her and Hov. It's like everything they touch and shit got a fucking, like, they got the Midas touch for real. Like they got a way to fucking make lemonade out of lemons easy. No. Okay. I'm sorry, I just went off on a Beyonce tangent. That's I love me some. Hey, I love Beyonce. I love Rihanna. I love Kelis, and I love Amerie. I be recognizing, like,
I love them all too. You know why?
They're
all sisters. Who's
ahead of the curve? That's right. Some people are ahead of the curve. Some people are just the star power, and that
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's just that thing you can't necessarily put your finger on, but some people have it and some people don't.
I'm just one of those people that, like, I worship the people that are ahead of the curve. Once they're once it's everybody, like once the secret's out the bag everybody's fucking with it, I'm on to the next person. Like I don't want to listen to the same shit everybody's listening to. I want to be on the next motherfucker. Like, oh, you ain't heard such and such. Oh, you ain't see you ain't see such and such. You ain't see how
that used to be a pride of mine back in the day.
Oh, it's my shit to do.
No, what I mean, like, as far as like having some shit and before other people have it. Like, I used to be that dude that had, like, Cold Crush tapes and shit like that, like, around my way,
Right.
up in Nerd Shell, and it's like, before you fucking got it. You see what I'm saying? And for that small period of time, I'm that nigga. Like, when I come around the corner with my box, and you hear this fucking tape, and you know I'm the only motherfucker with this shit, like, you gotta fuck with me right now. Now, you gotta fuck with me now. Now it's like, yo, come chill with us. We smoking. Yeah, we want to listen to your box. You got that shit.
Yo, you see how nowadays everybody
and once you
like,
ain't got that, once somebody else get that tape,
you see how everybody nowadays Rapsody. 2009, I was fucking making songs with her. Like 10 years ago.
Right.
There's a series I think on Showtime. I want to say. Showtime. The series is called Rapture, but each episode kind of like tracks an artist's journey, and she says the first celebrity that she collabed with or that fucked with her was Big Daddy Kane. The second person was Rah Digga, which technically I would be the first female because that's my thing, like to find,
That's my thing. That's what I do.
That's what I do, man. So I say all of that to say I have a bleeding fart.
A bleeding fart. A Freudian
I have
slip.
a bleeding heart.
You have a bleeding fart. You must have some sort of intestinal problem.
That was so bad. No.
That if you have a bleeding
fart,
no, that must mean that like maybe you have a torn intestine.
No.
Yes.
I have a bleeding heart.
Oh.
For the creators, for the originals.
Oh, not a bleeding fart.
That's where I was going.
Is there some sort of graphic of a bleeding fart?
No.
Or
fact,
some sort of
you're just
part,
gonna edit that whole part out.
Can I hear like a... Yeah,
I didn't even say the whole word.
I need that, Jay. I don't give a fuck. You know what you was about.
I just said
we know.
I didn't even get the whole word out.
Bleeding fart. That's what
God
you meant.
damn it.
So anyway, you might want to get that checked on. But anyway. I know it's still liquid in it. Oh shit, my bad. Now we're on Love and Hip Hop shit up here. Okay, let's see what's going on.
I thought the cup was empty.
She's throwing drinks at me, y'all. Okay. So I had a little question.
Somebody put Eminem's next album. Yo, I'm done.
Was that his next album, Bleeding Farts?
That's what they said. This is the name of the next album.
Probably. That's some dumb shit he would say in his ride. I have bleeding farts. Bleeding hearts for the bleeding farts. You know what I mean? Like, just anything to make it rhyme and shit.
Bleed the sleeve, Wait, I hate when we get when we really don't have anything like really serious to talk about. We
got something good. We got something good.
Why we being silly?
So you must have a contact.
Oh my God! Is that what's happening? Oh my God! I can't stop. Oh shit! I think for the first time in Yanadameen history, I'm having a contact. I just got hot all of a sudden.
Hot and laughing.
What the fuck?
I got hot and laughing.
Shit. Did I just get high?
You must got just high.
I'm throwing drinks and shit, loving hip hop style. What the fuck?
You must be high as a research monkey because you throwing cups at a nigga. So you must be fucking high. But anyway, so I asked the question. I posed the question. Hip hop started in New York, right? Now, there's a lot of legends from everywhere, but I'm gonna start here in New York, where we're from. You know, I'm gonna even exclude Jersey.
I was about to say, can I argue Jersey? Because you know Sugar Hill got no. All right, shut up. All right.
My question is for the 5 boroughs of New York City. See, that's me. I'm even excluding Westchester, and I'm from Westchester. I grew up in Westchester.
Oh, Jersey's killing Westchester. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yo, watch your mouth.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the guy. Go ahead.
Brand Nubian Heavy D, the Locks,
Go ahead,
fucking DMX, Mary J.
Oh, y'all
Blige.
cute.
I
Y'all
think
cute.
you need to just watch your mouth.
Y'all cute.
Just a little bit.
Y'all cute.
But anyway, P-Rock and Seal Smooth, just watch your tone about the Chester.
Oh, damn. Y'all fresh.
About the Chester. But anyway, what borough has produced the most hip-hop legends? Ask yourself this question. Now, your knee-jerk answer on the way over here now you can modify based on my answer.
No,
Wait.
I won't modify. The first thing I yelled out was the Bronx.
Yep.
That was the first thing I yelled out.
And,
Thinking of like,
and my man
thinking
Sid,
of like the origin and stuff like that. Like the first thing
man Sid behind the
shout out
master
was the
camera
Bronx.
acknowledged his head and said yes. Now we could go through the science. Like I would like to figure this out.
But I think, after once I thought about it,
Because then somebody tossed out Brooklyn.
just because that's where Brooklyn at.
Queen.
And I agree with Queens. I totally agree with Queens.
YouTube Live, what do y'all think about this? Which borough produced the
Queens.
most
I think
legends? Now we could go through it. We can make it count if we need to.
I don't even think it's a debate, because like once you take the time to sit back and like really analyze, like you gotta go through the boroughs in your head.
Because I just want to put their fucking pictures up just to big them up. Run DMC.
From the rip.
LL Cool J.
Facts.
Motherfucking Cool G Rap.
That whole Juice
the whole Juice Crew. Well, MC Shan.
Facts.
Roxanne Shante.
Facts.
Motherfucking Nas. Mobb Deep. Large Professor. Motherfucking shit, isn't Pharoah Monch from Queens, goddammit? Noriega. Isn't Capone? Yeah, Capone. Motherfucking yeah, I said LL Cool J. Yeah, I said MC Shan.
Yep, said Shan.
Shit. Tragedy Gaddafi. I mean, Ja Rule. Ja Rule?
Ja Rule, go!
50 Cent.
50 Cent. Yeah, see, now we need the now chime in, youngins.
Like, we know them. Cormega. Nicki Minaj. Wow.
Yeah, that's a real big one.
Wow.
Queens get the money.
Molly Mall, but we said Juice Crew.
Wait, is Salt and Pepper from Queens? No.
Wait.
Nah, they not from Jersey.
Yeah, they are from
Salt
Queens,
and
I
Pepper
think.
from Queens, ain't they?
I think they are.
Fact check.
I think they are from Queens. Pretty sure they are.
Tribe Called Quest.
Tribe Called fucking Quest.
The Godfathers of Boom Bap. It's it. Conversation over. It's Queens.
Whoa.
It's Queens, y'all. One's from Brooklyn, one's from Queens.
Right. So, all right, but we're gonna.
So where did the whole like Brooklyn in the house, like everywhere you go, it's a motherfucker from Brooklyn. Like how did Brooklyn become like popular?
Party because Brooklyn niggas would go everywhere. Like they would be the ones that are not scared to go to another borough.
You know who just told that story? I just saw I just saw AZ tell that story.
Listen.
The drug dealer.
Okay.
I just saw him tell that story.
Shout
like
out my man AZ.
How
Mob style.
Like Brooklyn was.
Listen, Brooklyn was everywhere, and like they would always roll so fucking deep, and they always ready to get into some shit. They don't care that they're not in Brooklyn. These niggas would come fucking 50, 100 deep to fucking the rooftop or some shit, snatch your fucking chain, and
so
it is what it is.
That's where the whole, everywhere you go, Brooklyn's in the house somewhere. That's where that whole thing comes from. And at most hip-hop shows, especially the ones like when hip-hop was more downtown, I'm talking Latin Quarters, Union Square, Rooftop. Well, now that's really close to Brooklyn, you know what I mean? And so these niggas used to just fill the clubs. Oh, the Lost Boys from Queens, too. I fucks with them.
So these niggas used to fill the clubs up, and whenever they say different boroughs, a lot of times it would be sparse. As soon as you get to Brooklyn, yo, shit. Like, that would be the secret weapon for the MC. Because he knows, fuck it, is Brooklyn in that? Oh!
That's like the dog
you see what I'm saying?
whistle.
So it didn't necessarily come from the fact that Brooklyn had the most MCs. Mm-hmm. Brooklyn had the most niggas that was attending hip-hop shit deep. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what the fuck Brooklyn was representing. And they will rob you, cut you, they will snatch your fucking door knockers out your ear. I don't care if you're a girl. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Brooklyn niggas was grimy. We talked about this.
I know though.
They'll rob their own cousin.
Yeah. That's what he was saying. He was saying like the stick up kids from Brooklyn were like notorious.
Running rampant.
That's crazy.
What's the time? How much time? 6 minutes. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, when you look at Brooklyn MC wise, we got Big, J, Fabulous, Lil Kim,
Lil C's.
Yeah,
Old Dirty Bastard. You got RZA.
Old Dirty Bastard.
Sean Price.
Sean Price, yes.
East New York.
Shit. That's a
Just
Sonic.
the
That's a Sonic.
The whole
shit.
boot camp clip is
Light,
from
yep.
Brooklyn, right?
Yep.
All that
Smith
and Wesson and Buckshot.
Brooklyn got a lot. Bronx got a lot too now. Don't get me wrong. All the boroughs actually got a lot. But I feel like Queens, per capita, you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Now, geographically, what is the biggest borough in New York? Like, how do they, size-wise, how do the boroughs
I believe
rank?
it's Queens and Brooklyn.
Are the two biggest boroughs?
Right. Yeah, so size Queens, population Brooklyn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the smallest would probably be what, Manhattan? Wherever you got a little island of Manhattan. Huh?
Harlem, that's it.
Well, Harlem
On the rise. Ow. Harlem.
I said every borough. Come on, we can shout all these people out. Cameron, fucking Dougie Fresh. Shit. Who else from Harlem?
Big L. Ain't Puffy from Harlem?
Big L. Crash Crew. Fucking Rob Bass. Huh? Rob Bass, you assume he was from Queens, yeah? No, he's from Harlem.
I feel like the whole digging in the crates, that's like all Brooklyn.
That's Bronx.
That's Bronx, yeah, Bronx.
That's Bronx.
Right. Fat Joe.
Diamond D.
Yeah.
Fucking
Showbiz AG.
Showbiz and AG.
That's all Bronx. See, I'm thinking now, when I think of those guys, that's why I originally shouted out the Bronx, like trying to go back in time, like KRS all the way up, but then I thought about Queens, like, but then Nas is my favorite rapper, so I'm like, well, let me analyze Queens, and like, yeah, Queens,
Yeah.
Queens get the money. Word.
Just some hip hop shit to think about.
Yeah. That would be a good debate. Well, not even a debate. Well, just a nice, discussion. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to see some comments like, oh, yeah, such and such.
Yeah,
oh,
but they might start making their own list. And we've actually come up with a list, and we think that,
Words, make a little...
Brooke, hey, you want to come up with your own list?
Yeah, if somebody can argue in another borough, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Staten Island. That's all Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang, Force MCs, and the motherfucking Blue Cheese,
UMCs.
UMCs.
What was my homies too? They used to come out from Jersey.
Well, listen, I guess that about wraps it up.
And then there's Jersey, of course, because if it wasn't for New Jersey, this rap shit probably never getting heard. What's the word? Uptown. All right.
Yeah, Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey.
I fucks with Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey.
You act like I don't fuck with Jersey. My
No,
pops live in Jersey.
I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't
I'm just
pointing you
saying.
out. I was talking to my camera, okay? You all up in my space.
Listen, I was all up in Zanzibar and Club Sensations
That's
and all
right.
that before you even fucking, okay?
House music.
Doing some-
You was
no,
up
I
in the
wasn't, no,
house
hip hop.
music. You was not up in Zanzibar not
I was
listening
hip
to
hop.
house music. House music all night long.
All right, I tried that night. Anyway, listen, we appreciate y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit that bell so you get a fucking notification whenever we release a new video or do a live stream and shit. All right, we appreciate y'all. Thank you for fucking with us.
Word.
Once again, for Yanadameen Godcast, I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
Peace.
Brooklyn's historic The Black Lady Theater is now taking bookings. Host your next birthday party, concert, networking event, baby or bridal shower, wedding, art show, gala, corporate event, live stage play, audition, and so much more. At the one and only The Black Lady Theater. Mention code GODCAST for 15% off your rental fee. Code good for the first time customers only. Valid for a limited time. Call 718-771-0900 to book your event today.